Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. I am Adam Dellinger, host of the Gator Morning Show on Gator 107.9. I'm filling in for Amanda Sellers here with Cecil Chandler today.
And we got a great thing going on right now. We're right here at the Coastal Grand Mall, and we're wanting you to come out and give blood. There's a terrible shortage right now, and there's a lot of people already lined up to give blood. And we're going to be talking to a donor a little later on. But this is an important time. They need to come out here right now, Adam.
You may have seen the billboards. We talked about it on yesterday's show. There is a massive blood shortage in the state of South Carolina. We actually challenged 200 folks to come out and give blood today, not only in Myrtle Beach, but in Florence as well.
That's
We'll
right.
talk about that a little later.
We sure will. All right. Well, we want you to stay with us all the way to 12:30. If you're in the area, come on out to the Coastal Grand Mall in Florence, over to the McLeod Center, I think is where it's at over there. So check that out. All right, we're going to be right back. But right now, let's check out our weather. And Zach is here with us today. Hey, Zach.
Yes, Cecil, this is a very cool event happening out here in the Coastal Grand Mall. You see all the people behind me. Let me tell you what, these chairs have been filled nonstop since I got here at 11 a.m. We've got a lot to talk about, though, happening in the weather world. Let's get straight into live Doppler 15,000. There are a couple of showers right now across the area. Only a few light showers up there through Columbus County across the state border. Right now, closer to Horry County, we did have that decent shower move through Carolina for us right here at Coastal Grand Mall about 30 to 40 minutes ago. That shower has since decayed as it's moved out towards Britain's Neck. Now it's all about what's happening in Williamsburg and Georgetown counties, and that's what the high-res models have been talking about nonstop all morning long. Andrews, Kingstree, Trio, out through Jamestown. Right there along the 17 corridor, we're starting to see several lightning strikes fire up as well. High-res Futurecast continuing to show that, well, more thunderstorms expected later on today. And these are slow movers, expecting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain in some of the strongest storms. Of course, severe weather is not expected today, but it's all about that potential flooding threat after 8 o'clock. All those heavy rains, well, they come to an end. High temperatures today, 86 to 90, with that mix of sun and clouds, and at times scattered thunderstorms. Let's talk tropics real quick. A development since this morning on GMC. That area of spin you see, well, that is now known as Potential Tropical Cyclone 2, PTC2 basically. Up until the hurricane hunters, we will have a flight going out around 1 o'clock. You see that tropical storm watch now in effect for central and southeastern Louisiana. This does not include the bayous of New Orleans, nor does it include Lake Pontchartrain. We are keeping a close eye on this. Maximum winds right now, 30 miles per hour. It'll take 5 miles to make it a tropical depression. I fully expect us to have Tropical Storm Barry out of this. And you see that track could be a Category 1 hurricane by the time it makes landfall in Louisiana or Texas this weekend. There's a list of the flights expected to depart. Our first Hurricane Hunter flight departing at 1 p.m. today. I think once we get the first Hurricane Hunter pass through the center core of that storm, we will have either Tropical Depression 2 or Tropical Storm Barry. A look at the 10-day forecast showing plenty of rain through Saturday. We do dry out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Believe it or not, that's actually from the tropical cyclone. Since it's happening in Louisiana, it pushes dry air our way. So if you've been waiting for that beach day, that pool day, it's coming. You just have to wait until Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Cecil, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Zach. He wanted to come out here and just hang out a little while with us, so, you know, I was glad that he did. I mean, we got a big deal here today.
Yeah, absolutely. We had Meg on yesterday from the Eastern chapter of the American Red Cross, and she was explaining some of those blood shortages. Now, with the increase in travel, of course, the 4th of July weekend, everybody going on vacation, or if we even go back to the last couple of years with the weather movements that we've had, that would explain the shortage in blood, and we encourage everybody to come out. We're in Coastal Grand Mall, right in front of Bed Bath & Beyond, adjacent to Dillard's here. We'll be here all afternoon.
That's right. We'll be here at 12:30, but we would need you to give blood. So what you want to do is come out now and get in line. People are lining up right now. The busiest time is from 11 to 12, 12:30. So if you don't have a lot of time, wait until after 12:30 and then, you know, come out and get in line and give it. Don't take but a few minutes. You answer a few questions. And then we've got a gentleman over here we're going to interview in a little bit. He's given twice as much today. He's given 2 pints of blood. So that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
I didn't even know that was allowed. I want to mention that challenge one more time, too. We did encourage yesterday, we'd like to see 200 people donate. That's not just for Coastal Grand. That's for the McLeod facility as well in Florence, and they'll be there running at the same times that we're running here in Coastal Grand.
They're running right now. It's on the end of I-20 as you come into Florence from the mall out there. It's where that place is located. So we're going to tell you more about that. We're going to interview some people and talk a little bit more about what's coming up. We're right here at the Coastal Grand Mall waiting on you to come out and see me and Adam. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're live today right out here at Coastal Grand Mall. Adam and I, my co-host this week, because Amanda's on vacation, of course. And we're talking about blood. I'm talking about giving blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the good kind.
Yeah, the good kind of blood. Now, that's what we're going to talk to Meg about right now. Because, Meg, let's talk about the shortage. You know, Adam and I have been talking about it, but you really can bring us up to date on it.
Yep. Yesterday we went on national appeal. So that means nationwide we do not have enough blood. There is not enough blood on the shelves. You know, we like to keep a 3-day supply. We're down to less than a 2-day supply. So it is an urgent need for all blood types.
Now, what happens if somebody comes in and you don't have blood? What happens?
I mean, we have to reserve what we have for accidents and emergencies. If you have maybe sickle cell or a scheduled surgery, we have to put that on hold. You know, and those poor people are being put on hold right now.
Wow.
I got here today a little before 11 o'clock. Now, the first thing that I did was go over and check that list. We were at 7, and I said 193 to go. Now, I believe that list is filling up pretty quick right now, right, Meg?
Almost 50 right now.
Like 50?
We need 150 more people at Coastal Grand Mall this afternoon. We're going to fill that bank up.
That's
we are
right.
definitely getting
And
there.
we're also in Florence. Tell them we're in Florence.
We are at the the McLeod Health and Fitness Center in Florence from 11 to 7 also.
That's right there at the end of I-20. If you're coming out off I-20 or near the mall out there,
Yes.
that's where that located too. Now, there's one type of blood that will fit everybody, all right?
O negative. So if you do not know what you are and you get into an accident, we are going to pump you full of O negative until we figure out what you are. And then if you're B positive, you need the B positives of the world like me to come out and donate so we can continue to save your life.
Now, this might be a silly question, Meg, but I wanted to know, if we give blood today, will we be able to learn our blood type? That's something I'm not aware of.
You can. We have an awesome app, redcrossblood.org.
Okay.
An app on your phone. It takes, once your blood goes to the lab, you can track it. You can see where it is in the process, when it's being tested, where it goes, what hospital it goes to, your blood type. So it's an awesome app to have.
That is pretty good. All right, Adam said it. You still can give blood today?
Absolutely. Now, what do I need to do before I give blood? Do I need to eat? I need to eat, right? Okay, cool.
Lots of fluids, too. It's so hot and humid out there that we're all kind of sweating it all out. Lots and lots of fluids. Water preferably.
That is amazing. Now, the average person that comes in that's not registered anything, how long is it going to take them to sit here in line and give blood?
Not long. Awesome crew here today. We're moving them along. Maybe an hour tops give us.
An hour tops. All right, now, you said this is the busiest time right now. So after like 1 o'clock?
Still give us an hour to be safe. Come hang out, say hello to everyone, have a snack, and maybe do some shopping.
And good thing. Yeah. So you're up to about 50 now. So can you judge from last year to this year how it's going so far?
I think we are busier this first hour. So far we're off to a great start. If we can keep this going, they trickle in. We're in a very good position right
Awesome.
now.
All right, Adam. You're doing good, buddy.
Hey, 200, that's where we're going.
Yep. Pushing for it.
Yeah, keep it up.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back. We're right here in Myrtle Beach at Coastal Grand Mall. This is what's the name of the show?
Carolina and Company Live, Cecil. It's your show, buddy.
We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're right here at the Coastal Grand Mall, and we're talking about giving blood today. A big need for it. You know what I'm talking about,
Yes,
Adam.
sir, absolutely. We have a massive shortage right now. We're joined by Jamie, a phlebotomist, who's here with the Red Cross today.
That's
Hello.
right. Now, tell us exactly what your job is.
My job as a phlebotomist is to take a donor from start to finish. I take you through your health history, learn a little bit about you, make sure that you qualify to be a donor. I bring you out to the floor, and I take your unit. I stick needles in you. And
Well, that's good. All right, now, how often can you give blood?
every 56 days.
All right, now, there's somebody here today giving twice as much. Now, how do you do that?
Those are our MCS Plus. Those are our Power Reds. You just need to be a certain blood type O, positive or negative, or any other negative, A negative, B negative.
Now, this might be a silly question, but are those the blood types with the greatest shortage in the bank?
Correct.
Okay.
O negative and O.
Are you getting some of those a day?
We are. Yes, we definitely are. And anybody who comes in and you know, wants to, you know, donate and isn't sure about the Power Reds, I'll be more than happy to educate you and get you on our machines.
Jamie, how long have you been involved with the Red Cross?
Since January.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, now when you say the power thing, the way they do 2 pint, how do you have to be qualified for that? What do you do?
To be qualified, you have to meet a height and a weight requirement.
Right.
As well as have an iron level that is at least 13.3. You have to have a higher iron level because you're donating 2 units of blood.
So you can't be a weak person to give blood back. You can't be a weaky person.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
So 1 pint, that's good. Now the good thing about this, after they come in, they'll get something to drink and a snack and all that too.
Correct. Correct. Yes, we definitely want you to eat. We want you to eat beforehand. We want you to put something on your stomach. Afterwards, we want you to put something in your stomach as well. And we have juice as well. We want you to stay hydrated. That's a big part of donating, is we want you to keep hydrated.
Jamie, can I ask you a question?
Sure
You
can.
mentioned height and weight requirements.
Yes.
Do Cecil and I meet the height and weight requirements? We may fail at everything else, but do we meet those?
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Indeed.
perfect.
We meet.
Indeed.
In other words, the big guy's in good shape.
Yes.
Yes.
Good, great shape.
Most of them, yes.
That's good. Now, where are you from originally?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Ohio. Now,
Yes,
how long
sir.
have you been along the Grand Strand?
Since 2015, we've been here.
Well, that's great. You love it here?
I love it here.
I do too. All right, you got people out there watching us right now. I want to give them a little plea from you to come out and give blood because it's needed. Talk to them.
Everybody down here in the Coastal Grand, please come and see us. We are in a desperate need of your blood. Come on in. We'll get you processed. No time at all. 1 hour. That's all I ask of your time to help 3 people.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right,
Awesome
come in a little
job.
after 1 if you're in a push time period. Right now, they're kind of packed in here, but don't worry. You got time, come on out and talk to us, and we'll get some blood. Adam and I will help take blood from you. Just kidding. Stay
Maybe.
with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. I am Adam, sitting in for Amanda Sellers today with Cecil Chandler, and we have a Red Cross Disaster Services extraordinaire with us today, don't we, Cecil?
That's right. Lisa does more than just, she's out here helping today, of course. But what she does, if there's a disaster or something, is that what you go to a lot of? Do you do that? What do you do exactly?
Okay, I'm the feeding coordinator for the Myrtle Beach and Florence chapter. We're real busy right now. I'm getting feeding contracts in case we have a hurricane. You know, I do feeding, so our community's been helping us get these contracts in so we can help take care of our
All right, now
clients.
how far do you travel if there's a disaster? How far do you go? Do you just work this area, or do you go other places when they need you?
We do deployment. Yes, we do deployment. There's deployment going on in Texas right now. So we've got some people at our chapter that's being deployed as we speak.
Wow.
Yeah, Lisa, you and I have bumped heads a bunch of times
Yes, we
over the
have.
last couple of years with your disaster relief efforts. We thank you for that, of course.
I enjoyed it.
What if somebody can't make it to the blood drive today here at Coastal Grand Mall and they wanted to lend their services elsewhere, maybe to be a volunteer and maybe to do disaster relief work?
Yeah,
Yes,
how
sir.
can they do that?
Yeah, just come down to our main office on Pampas where our Red Cross is, and there's a lady named Herdy Matthews, and she does all our recruiting for Red Cross. And we are in dire need of volunteers because we're getting ready for hurricane season. So,
That's right.
So just come on down to the Red Cross office, or you can look online, Red Cross, and look up to be a volunteer that way too.
.org. I should point out
.org,
to Pampas over there, the Market Common area, the back gate, just over there behind the ball fields.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
All right, now I gotta ask you this. Now, when you go out and you feed these people during the time of a disaster, it's got to give you a good feeling.
Oh my God! Last year I was on the IRV. That's how we go out and feed our clients.
Yeah.
I served over 500 meals. Wow. So rewarding. And also I'm on the DAT team. And when there's a fire in Horry County, I go out. That's very rewarding too for
You
me.
help relocate them or put them where they need to go?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We give them direct assistance. Yes,
Well,
sir.
a lot of people think the Red Cross, all it's about is giving blood, but there's a lot more to it than
Yes.
that. And the disaster end of it is a big deal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So
Very.
we appreciate what you do. Now, where are you from originally?
Big town of Sherrill, South Carolina. Hello,
South
Sherrill.
Carolina.
South Carolina woman, we love it.
Carolina.
My neighbors, Mike Chapman and Kathy, are from Chirol,
Yeah.
and They're good people, so it's good to have you here from Sharon, and you keep up the good work. Volunteers, don't forget, check with the Red Cross because they need your help.
We do.
Right? And you're putting together feeding things now. You're getting food ready for the event when something happens.
That's correct. That's what I'm doing now. I'm extremely busy right now. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa, thank you so much. Amy Broner would be real proud of you.
You think so?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We got to have some more people out here. There's a lot of people out here right now, but we need all of y'all to come out and give some blood. Right?
Absolutely. Coastal Grand Mall, we're right in front of Bed Bath & Beyond, adjacent to Dillard's. Come see us. You can donate in Florence as well. They're at the McLeod Center there. We'll look for you all afternoon.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. I'm Adam, back with Cecil again. We have a donor with us today.
Hey,
Cecil.
not just one donor. He's a double donor.
Oh, he's one of the super cunts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sylvester, now tell me about this being a double donor.
What happens is I come in and I give twice as much blood than you normally would, but instead of taking all my blood, they just take my red blood cells and they give me back the rest of my stuff.
And your type blood?
I'm O positive.
Okay.
So I try to give as much as I possibly can.
That's awesome.
Great. Now, where are you from originally? Is here?
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle
yes,
Beach. All right. Now, who we got here?
These are my two kids. This is my
Look
son.
right there. Look right there at the camera. There you go.
You
Give him a
wave.
name.
This is Sylvester.
Okay.
And this is my daughter Evelyn.
Wave up there, Adam.
Yeah,
You
wave
wave.
at the camera. There you go.
Wave up there, guys.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah, they watched you a minute ago, and I heard you tell them they were sawing putting the needle, and you said it doesn't hurt.
I know. Yeah.
That's the good thing about you tell kids and you let them know about things, and
Absolutely.
that way they'll be ready to do the same thing you do.
Right. There's a good chance that one of them is going to have O blood, so I don't want them to ever be afraid of giving blood.
Hey, that's a great point you just made, Sylvester, because I asked earlier how you find out your blood type. Now, how long have you known that you've been O positive, and when did you start giving blood?
I started giving blood when I was 18.
Okay.
So they came to my high school, and it used to be you have a card,
Right.
but now they have the app. So it'll just tell you, once you get your blood tested and everything, they tell you what your blood type is, and they'll tell you how many times or if your blood's important to donate.
It also tells you, the app tells you where that blood goes to and all that, right?
Yes, sir. You help 3 people every time you donate.
Awesome.
Wow, that is so cool.
Absolutely.
And you give how often? Every time?
I try to give as much as I can, so 2 to 3 times a year. Since I do the double,
Yeah.
I can only do it every 16 weeks or so. So
Yeah.
I try to give us every 16 weeks as much as I can.
Hey, Sylvester, anybody call you Sly?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my nickname. Yes.
When I got here this morning, guess where Sly was sitting? Right there in that chair. He was waiting in line. He was one of the 200 people that we challenged to come give blood today. Sly, thank you so much.
Absolutely,
Appreciate
guys.
coming
Thank
and
you
all
so
that. It's
much.
a big deal, and we just thank you so much for doing that.
Absolutely.
After you give all that blood, do you feel okay now? You all
I
right?
feel fine. We're about to go to the park, so
Okay.
I'm not going to be playing. I'll be sitting, but they've been really good today, so I'm going to let them go run around for a bit.
I want to ask you, what kind of work do you do?
I'm a teacher.
A teacher? Where?
Yes, I teach at the Academy of Technology and Academics up in Conway.
Conway.
The ATA, yes.
That's cool. My son went to the tech in Darlington. He
Oh,
was there
okay.
for that.
Yes. No.
Well, that's
so yeah.
good. Now, how long you been a teacher?
This will be starting my 5th year,
5th year.
high school English.
All right. What
Yes.
age we talking?
I teach 11th and 12th.
11 to 12.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Well, that's good. All right. We appreciate y'all. Hey, thank y'all for being on with us. Okay. All right. Tell everybody. Wave at them one more time. There you go. Wave at them. I tell you what, this is so much fun when you get people to come out like you and give blood. That's just
Well, look, let's look at this. Sly is a big, healthy man. Yeah. He teaches smart kids. He's O positive, and he gives blood a couple times a year. Role model. Do what Sly does,
That's
folks.
right.
Be like
Well,
Sly.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
gentlemen.
buddy.
Thank you.
So much.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank y'all. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right here. We're at Coastal Grand, right here in Myrtle Beach.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Chewing gum burns about 11 calories
It's
per hour.
Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, Feedy, and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
Carolina and Company Live. I am Adam, along with Cecil Chandler. Man, having a good time at Coastal Grand Mall today.
That's right. We're collecting blood. That's the big deal. We found out so much about what the Red Cross, they do. Now, Adam's going to be with me, not tomorrow. He's got something to do tomorrow, but he'll be back with me Friday to be on the show to help kind of, end it up since Amanda's on vacation. But they've got till 7 o'clock tonight to come out here.
That's right, and not only here, but the McLeod Center in Florence as well. If you're watching in that part of the state, make sure to go give blood today. 7 o'clock here at Coastal Grand, just in front of Bed Bath & Beyond, the northernmost end of Coastal Grand Mall here in front of Dillard's.
That's right, and McLeod Fitness Center in Florence. It's right there at the end of I-20 as you're coming into Florence. Go out there. There are people there waiting to take your blood, and we just appreciate everybody that watches this show. Have you had fun so far this week?
I have had a blast. This has been a whole lot easier than being in the studio. There's a lot of people talking, and I just pretend like nobody's paying attention. It's great. It works for me.
That's good. All right, now, how long have you been doing radio? Let's talk a little quick.
About 13 years I've been doing morning drives, 6 of those in Myrtle Beach on the Gator.
You on at 6 o'clock till when?
6 till 10 every morning.
On the Gator?
Yep.
All right, you check him out in the morning, my man. Adam's helping me out so much this week, and I do appreciate everything you do.
No, thank you, Cecil, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget, till 7 o'clock here at the Coastal Grand and also in Florence at the Fitness Center. Go by and give blood. It's a critical time. They need blood right now, and we need you to come do it. So thanks so much for being here, and I appreciate Adam for being here with me this week. We had a good time.
Yes, we did.
We had a good time so far. You'll be back Friday, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love the weekend.
We'll close the week out, baby.
You got that right. All right, buddy. Tell them bye.
Bye. See y'all next time.